Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman, and today, it's time to kill the Demon King! Let's go! Is everyone ready? We're going to win. Prince Leon. Gotta do my best. Here goes! My blade will cut deep. So, what's Lady Luck have in store for me today? I'll show you all what my magic can do. Not a whole lot with that magic stat right now, buddy. Let me just tell you right now. I'll do what I can. Watch with pride, Father. I'll show you who's the strongest. Fighting's all well and good, but where's all the treasure? I'm starting to wonder if I really should be here. I, Larishel, strike in the name of righteousness, order, and Rouston. Let's finish this.
Abominable sacred stone! I will not suffer imprisonment again. How? You possess only one. Do not fool yourselves. You cannot fully imprison me. I will grind that wretched rock in your accursed bones to powder.
That's so, bud. Also, I figured he had to warm up his new zombie demon unused vocal cords, so I figured I'd make it a little bit gravelly at the start there. There! We did it! The Demon King's soul has been bound once more. But, Eirika, it's not over yet. The Demon King's soul rages against its prison. We must return it to its proper place, and quickly. But first, we must defeat the Demon King's soulless body. That thing? Uh-huh. The real battle's just beginning. Our ancestors paid dearly for their victory. A mountain of corpses. It's written the Demon King was surrounded by the dead before he finally fell.
We're all prepared to do what must be done.
I have no desire to make any more heartbreaking sacrifices. I promised we would all return safely, and return safely we shall. Alright. So here's the thing about the Demon King. He's nasty, as I'm sure you can probably imagine. Famortis is his name. Demon Kinging it up is his game. He's Lord of Darkness. His sole desire is to remake the world. He's pretty much as classic JRPG villain as you can get. His design is awesome. And he's got 3 attacks that are all nasty. Demon Light, a malefic flash that destroys everything it touches. Ravager, a horrific blow that invites the destruction of all. And Nightmare, lulls all enemies within range into a deep slumber. So, how do we deal with the Demon King? With his pluses to all of his stats and everything. Basically, we're going to move around in 2 teams. Because you think we're just fighting the Demon King here. Oh, you're silly. We're going to move around and split up, and we're going to try and alpha strike him all at once and kill his ass before we can start putting people to sleep and executing them. So, to that end, we're just going to roll out here. This, realistically speaking, shouldn't be an insanely long fight. If you're doing it right, it's going to be over fairly quick, but, you know, you never know. Alright. I'm considering even doing a central team as well. The issue with that is, well, the side teams are going to be there a little bit more slowly, so we're going to have to hold here if we do this. But I think we can pull it off with this team. Alright, Famortis, what do you got, bud? Yeah, there it is. Note that this summoning process is fairly random. You will not get these exact locations, goddammit, or these exact enemies every time, which means I was really hoping that we weren't going to see a Draco zombie, but, well, here it is. Fortunately, a couple remnants on this side, or entombed, or whatever, is going to be super easy to deal with. The Gwilgies and stuff over here could be a little bit more of a problem, but not by much. That guy has a heavy spear and a javelin. We only really need to worry about the javelin. Lara Shell, you can take care of that. With your nearly broken Thunder Tome. Yeesh. Alright, left-hand team. Go, go, go. Really not worried about who's killing what at this point, so long as things go down. So we'll leave Amelia up front there to deal with these Entombed. And now this side of things. This is where things are going to get a little bit tricky, because we also don't want to spend a lot of time in Femortis' attack range, but we need to make sure that we kill everything also. So it's going to be a little bit interesting. Alright, that helps. Again, I kind of really wish that the map music kept playing in the combat right now, because, like, it's just not quite as impressive as the fighting the Demon King music, huh? Alright, Eirika, if you would. Very good, very good, very good. This guy's gonna be a problem, huh? That is really just awful positioning for a Draco zombie. So now we're potentially gonna have to worry about Femortis coming in here and doing stupid stuff. Oh, boy. Alright, I have a plan. I don't know that it's going to be a good one, but if Ephraim could crit here, that'd be wonderful. Nope, no such luck. Alright, good dodge, though. Hey, there we go. Alright, now, we unfortunately have to put Naimi in harm's way. So we can get his Sigmund off of him so it doesn't break. And we'll go for the heal here. And we're going to have to hope that Naimi and Ephraim can dodge. I'm worried about what Femortis is going to do. That might be a wipe just based solely on the positioning of that Draco zombie, honestly. Oh, boy. Yep. Like I said, wipe because of Femortis. So, well, we'll be right back, huh? Okay, so, now that we're back, you can see completely different array of enemies spawning completely different locations. We've got 2 Draco zombies this time, which is great. But no Draco zombies at the front, which is going to make this significantly easier because we can at least lure them out and deal with them. So, with that in mind... Does this guy have a longbow? Are you serious? A halberd and a longbow. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Alright, so the Gwalgi can come in there. We'll put Ross in its way. Gather everyone else up over here. Although I may actually have... I think the team that we have over here is fine, actually. Because I think what we're going to do... We're going to have Ewan execute this guy. And then we're going to have Eirika, Ephraim, and Amelia fan out and just hold the line in the middle there. See if we can't lure a bunch of stuff in to die while the other 2 teams push up the sides. Ewan, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. Pal, buddy, pal, buddy. This white has a killing edge. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so now they're good to go. Now we can just worry about the sides. If we take Joshua out of the range of the longbow, he'll come around down here to the front and get attacked there. And that'll leave us space to push up on the sides next turn with everybody. And I think that'll be good. Okay. Nice try, buddy! Crit would be good here, Eirika. Nope, okay. Really didn't think the Killing Edge guy would go after Amelia, but I guess it's better than going after Ephraim, so fair enough. Very good. Alright, this is looking good, exactly as I was hoping for. Beautiful. Okay. This side is pretty much clear except for the Draco zombie, which, I mean, other than Larishel, no one can even get in range of right now anyway, so... Never mind, I just moved everyone into range of it. Rip. Well, Mur can deal with it, so that's fine. Now we've got this one here. What does your fight with it look like, Naimi? Not bad. Alright, we'll put her in range of it. She'll have Calm support. She'll have Nidhogg. That'll be pretty much everything she needs. Well, I guess we'll go for the Mend. Alright. Also, I did want to point out, while we've been taking our turns, I've been looking it up. Ewan does have a 45% growth to his magic. It's not the highest in the world, but it's pretty good. So for him to be screwed like this is impressive. Very impressive. Just figured I would highlight that real quick because I thought it was interesting. Alright, it's another spider down. Beautiful. Okay, we'll let those guys do their thing there. Let's see how this goes. Bring it on in, bring it on in. We equipped the Sieglin specifically so we can murder you, so it's fine. Nice. Alright, Draco Zombie is here. Ow! If only Mur could attack from range like the Draco Zombies can. Oh, and it decided to go out over the open terrain, too. Alright, that's annoying. You know, I don't think I've ever actually seen them do that. I've always fought them on open ground. I don't think I've ever seen them fly over open terrain. That's interesting. So many things I'm learning this playthrough I've never seen before. Huh. Okay. So, this is a slight problem. Mur, if you would just fall back and use that elixir, please. And then Larishel can move and drop Joshua as well. Now the right side team is ready to go once more. Nah, this is fine, actually. So to highlight this, our Ewan is what, level 8? We'll double check his level there. Yeah, level 8. So as a level 8 druid, given his stats and everything, on average, he's 4 to 5 points of magic below where he should be currently. That's huge. That is so rough. He's got good stats in everything else, and his speed is actually blessed. He's got 5 more speed than he should have. So he took not literally, but basically he took the points from his magic and became speed. And I really would have preferred if he didn't, honestly. Okay, Draco Zombie number 1, down. Meldwin down. We've got this right side Draco Zombie that we have to deal with. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do that. Femortis can't move up over the stairs, so we're going to proceed. Get this side of the team set up and ready to go. No, we don't need Latona here. Okay. Ow. Okay. Things are being dealt with. Right side team, push. Okay. We can do a good chunk of damage with Gleipnir, but... Huh. Can actually do more damage with Gleipnir than Amelia can with Vidofnir. He must have better defenses. Interesting. Well, either way, we'll weaken it, or even get a kill if she crits. Ow. The good thing about Gleipnir is it has such raw damage potential that, like, Ewan's stats being low on average doesn't even matter that much. Just saying, though, Ewan, you probably don't want that life essence in you from Nosferatu. Just putting it out there. That seems like a bad idea all around. Alright, he's just destined to be the most frail boy. Alright. That's all she wrote, Captain. It is time. Just about, anyway. Joshua, get in position. Mur, get in position. La Rochelle, if you could fix Amelia for us, that'd be great. Okay. Next turn we rush. Here we go. Is everyone in range who I need in range? They are now. Now, fortunately, he doesn't keep summoning. Honestly, it would be way more challenging if he did, and they might want to... Well, if they ever remake Sacred Stones, they might want to consider changing up how that works. Because as it is now, Femortis is really just a giant bar of HP, which, while still scary, is not the end-all be-all that he could otherwise be. Okay, so Mur could get crit. That's the only real concern here. Let me see how I want to do this. Well, really, if we're worried about healing, we've already failed. So we'll put this point of HP on Eirika, and then we'll just have La Rochelle here as a support battery for Joshua. And maybe we'll even get Joshua in there first. We'll see if Femortis can crit him. He cannot. And we may even get a crit in back. Nice. Also note that Femortis has unknowable HP, because his HP does, in fact, extend past what is possible for the game to read normally, as evidenced by the question marks. Oh, we got the big crit, though. Nice. Beautiful. So that means that the Demon King has 120 HP on hard, which, while terrifying, when you land that fat crit right off the bat, makes it a little bit less intimidating. Eirika can hurt him, but not quite kill him. Unfortunately, Marissa is completely useless here. Not having a Sacred Twin weapon is making it extremely hard for her to do anything. Alright, we'll let Ross take a swing. Nice. Very good. Nice. We'll take defense. Alright, Eirika. Land the final blow. Actually, you know what? Get a frame up here, too, just for the sake of the support and for the sake of, you know, lore. Have at it! Leon, lend me your strength.
See ya!
Despite how awesome his sprite is and how scary his attacks actually are, he's kind of a big pushover once you get his minions out of the way. As long as you're set up anyway. But we did it! Let's go! That's it. It's over, isn't it? Yes, evil has been imprisoned, locked away. The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. No. We've done far more than the legends ever told. And Ness, it's been so long since we saw you. Why do you think you have the right to speak here? We've destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. That's right. And we have you all to thank for it. And another thing. In that ancient battle, it took the might of the 5 heroes to do what we did. We did not have their extraordinary power to draw upon. No, we didn't. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land. Thanks to you. It was because you never gave in. You never stopped fighting. None of you. Not once. Thank you. This means we've accomplished our mission. Not everyone's going to have a unique voice here, because I do not remember the voices I gave some of these characters. I must relay the good news to King Hayden at once. Yes, I'm sure Father will be most pleased. Brother, this means peace will be restored, doesn't it? Shall I fly back to Frelia and let him know? There's no need to rush. I'm sure he knows. After all, we were together, and that ensured our victory. Of course, Princess.
Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting's over, and that's something to be happy about.
Exactly. 2 old men who didn't get used in the playthrough. Shame. Well, that took some doing, but we finally finished the job. We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it. Let's go home, Chief. Let's see now. Shall we head back to Gehenna? Guess we could stop in at the guild and get our next contract, eh? But the Queen's gone. I wonder what Gehenna will do now. I'm sure it'll all work out. After all's said and done, it's our home. Come on. It's time for Garrick's band to ride. Let's go. Gehenna, huh? Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time. It's over, isn't it? The demon that drove Grado to madness is dead and gone. I can't believe that I was part of this whole thing.
The war is over, but so much remains to be done. Our country lost this war. The road ahead will be long and hard. That's true, and yet, it's a road we must travel. That's the burden survivors must shoulder.
Also, quick shout out to Fire Emblem Heroes for finally adding my boys Dussel and Null. They're going to be coming in the update, I think, it might be out today, actually. I haven't even looked. But, you know, I'm going to be building a Sacred Stones team based around those guys. I've got a +10 Vaulter on there, too. Choice. Yes. We must fulfill the dreams of Emperor Vigarde and Prince Leon. Dazla, Renais, we've done it!
Ha-ha! And a job well done it was, Princess La Rochelle.
It's finally over. So it's about time for me to... Hold it! I gave you no orders to leave. I am the Princess of Rouston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dazla, Renais, it's time to go.
Ha-ha! Wait up! Let's move, Renais.
I became more Yoda there at the end. Oh well. The darkness, it's gone. Yes. That's the end. I guess so. Let's return home, Lady Mare. Our friends and family will be worrying about us. What? Hey, teacher! Where are you going? Wait up, I'm coming with you!
You did well, Ross. You're a true warrior, my pride and joy.
But you're still the best, Father. That's right, my father's the best warrior in all Magville. I'm glad everyone's so happy, but they better not forget that they won only with our help. Right, Naimi? We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Colm? Hey, don't start crying, please. Oh, glorious light, were you witness to our victory? The foul demon has been purged from the earth. The ancient Demon King was as powerful as the scrolls described, and yet in the end, we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no one better than us.
Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess Eirika.
General! Princess Eirika! We can finally return to Renais, can't we? Yes, we can all go home. All of us unharmed. I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about a while. Alas, we're not going to have that opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim? No, the reconstruction of Renais is going to keep us busy. Keep your strength up. I'm going to need you in the days ahead.
We'll be beside you through it all.
Alright, let's go home. Let's go back to the people who are waiting for us. And that's that. Epilogue time, everybody. It is time for me to be on my way, my friends. Unfortunately, I can't scroll through this, so it's going to be a little bit stilted. As the Princess of Rouston, I still have many duties to perform. Oh, Princess Eirika, if it please you, I would be ever so delighted if you joined my tea club. There we go. I'm going a little bit too fast. Let it scroll a little first. I insist that you come. Oh, say you will, won't you? Go through all the reconstruction efforts and everything here. I have much to do here in Gehenna. I'll start with what can be done and keep going from there. First, I must talk to Mother. She should know that we've won, so that she can rest easily. Time to go mourn, Joshua. We of Frelia will do what we can to aid in the restoration of Renais. If you have need of our assistance, you have but to ask. I seldom trust people who act purely from altruistic motives, but I'll grant you that friendships are a worthy exception to my root distrust. I didn't even see Grado. Fuck those guys, right? We finally made it home, haven't we? Ah. You must be exhausted after the journey. Shall we rest, Eirika? That would be nice. But first we must seal this away. This stone banished the Demon King. With such power, do you suppose we could bring back Father and Leon? That everyone who died in this dreadful war could be...
Eirika.
I know. I know. Such things would be... I cannot wish for such things. No matter how it hurts, or rather because it hurts, we must learn to accept sorrow. We must take it into our hearts and tame our grief. Eirika. Tell me, sister. If Leon were here with us, what do you think he would want? What he would want? Yes. You see, I think I know. It was the reason for his studies. It's why he wanted to know about the sacred stones. Or rather, the Fire Emblem. Let's take Leon's dreams and fulfill them in his stead. We can do that, can't we? Without relying on any mystic power. You're right, brother. We can. Let us fulfill his dreams. As Leon wanted, as we all want. So we may live in peace and joy. Oh, end credits! Oh, we will have one final bit of epilogue. As in all Fire Emblem games, we're going to go through each of the playable characters, see what their stories are. Oh, I forgot about the CGs. Yeah, what their stories are, for those who we paired up, what they're doing together, all that type of good stuff. And then I want to have closing thoughts on what's going to come next, so we'll let the credits roll, and I'll read out the epilogues as they come up. Actually, I guess I can just address what comes next now. So, I had said that I wanted to do the Tower of Volney and the Lagdao Ruins, and I think that's still going to be the case. But rather than doing a video series on it, I think those are going to be streams. It'll have to be a few. It's not going to be something that we sit and do all in one shot, I don't think. And I'm thinking of potentially trying to bring in some guests, maybe, have a little bit more of a chill hangout, you know, without any story stuff or any super complicated maps to deal with. Yeah, except for maybe a little later on in Lagdao. It would be good to have a little bit of commentary and background chatter and banter to go off of with other people. So I'll let you guys know when that's going to be happening, when I can start squaring stuff away. But you can look for that. I'll let you know when the stream is going to be going up and everything. And then, of course, I'll do an archive here on the channel. So I think that's what we'll do with that. But I do love these CGs, man. God, I hope that we get a remake of Sacred Stones one day. I would be so happy. I know I talked about it at the start of the Let's Play as well, and I've mentioned it a few times throughout, but like, this game is so special to me because it introduced me to Fire Emblem. And Fire Emblem has been such a huge part of my life, just in people I've met, in just gameplay experiences I've had, content I've consumed online, conversations I've had with people online. It's an important series to me, so being able to come on here and do a Let's Play of Sacred Stones for all of you, even if it's not the most popular LP on the channel, that's fine. That's fine. I just like being able to play it all and explain the mechanics and interact with people, so this has been really, really special. Oh, are you... My name is Leon. Uh-huh. That's me. The son of the Emperor. You're Prince Ephraim and Princess Eirika from Renais, aren't you? I heard you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. I've always wanted... I don't have any friends my own age. So, Prince Ephraim, Princess Eirika, what do you say? From now on, let's be friends. Gotta just twist the knife a little bit right at the end. Oh, right, and my battle stats as well. Geez, for the number of times I've played this game and other Fire Emblem games, I forget aspects that they always do. Like, they always do the, like, the characters that you bring to the final fight have a little thing that they say, and then all the characters after the last fight go through their stuff and everything. Here we go. Seth, the Silver Knight. Seth returned to Renais with Ephraim and his fellow knights. His dedicated service, a little faster, made him the most trusted of the new king and queen's guardsmen, as well as the most famous of knights in all of Renais. 82 battles, 38 wins, 1 loss. We lost Seth 1 time. Franz with 63 battles and 25 wins. Not bad. He was solid while we used him. Franz the Faithful. He continued to serve Renais with the same devotion that he had during the War of the Stones. His generous nature and easy smile made him a favorite among the people. Silent Gilliam with 6 battles and 1 win. I'll take a sip of my coffee while this loads up a little bit here. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was said to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. 7 battles for Mulder, the wise counselor. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Ines as it had served King Hayden before him. Also this remix of the music. Oh! "60 battles for Vanessa, 28 wins. The Dutiful Rider. She remained on active duty as an airborne knight in Frelia's army. Her beauty and determination became the standard to which all others were held. Oh! Ross, the lad! Ross, his father's son, 169 battles, 95 wins, 1 loss, the absolute unit. He returned to Ide, village of his youth, and helped rebuild it after the bandit attack that brought it to ruin. Years later, he set out on his own to perfect his fighting skill and hone both body and spirit. Godspeed, you beautiful diamond. Garcia, the warrior reborn. 30 battles, 13 wins, no losses. He returned to Ide to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterward, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Renais as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. Aha! Our first pairing. Colm, good-natured thief, 106 battles, 39 wins, 1 loss. And Naimi, the tearful archer, 147 battles, 85 wins, 1 loss. The childhood friends became lovers first, then husband and wife. Word for Naimi's well-being, Colm gave up his adventurer's ways. Naimi passed on her grandfather's skill in archery to her own son and daughter. Cute. One of the most canon of pairings in the game, as evidenced by the fact that the first support you get is between the two of them. Ardor, Saint of Light. 95 battles, 63 wins, 1 loss. Ardor moved to Renais to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. And Lute, prodigy, who failed us miserably. She was not a prodigy at all in this run, but what can you do? 25 battles, 9 wins, 1 loss. After the War of the Stones, Lute returned to Renais to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-traveled sage. Joshua, the Tempest King. 112 battles, 65 wins, 1 loss. Joshua returned to Gehenna and ruled over it as king. His skills as a leader had grown great, and Gehenna flourished as never before. He never outgrew his love of travel and games of chance. Fair enough, he's the king, he's allowed. Natasha, Sacred Healer. 36 battles, 17 wins, 0 losses. Once the war was over, Natasha returned to Grado to help rebuild the Empire. She dedicated herself to easing the grief of those families that lost soldiers during the war. Truly selfless. Ford, the Wild Knight. 96 battles, 50 wins, 0 losses. And a far better showing than I usually get from him. Upon Ford's return to Renais, his secret hobby of painting was discovered. He was commissioned as a court artist. His work grew popular, and his days became so busy that he often regretted his career change. And Kyle, the Ardent Knight, who did not have as good of a showing as I usually have from him. 95 battles, 40 wins, 0 losses. His service to the royal family of Renais continued without change. He became a battalion commander, and gained much trust and responsibility for training new recruits. Tana, the Winged Queen. 96 battles, 51 wins, 0 losses. Tana lived happily in the prosperous post-war Frelia. She flew to Renais often to visit her dear friend Eirika. Very lackluster card. We should have gotten her a pairing. Ines, King and Strategician? I don't know if that's an actual word. Strategist is probably the proper thing. As time went on, he succeeded his father Hayden as King of Frelia. His resourcefulness and tactical prowess helped him build a court of loyal vassals that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. Graceful Cyrene, ever cursed to obscurity. 2 battles, 1 win, 0 losses. Cyrene continued as commander of Frelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, and her popularity soared. Well, at least she had that going for her. Dussel, Obsidian General, whose record here does not represent his actual record for the run based on his time in Ephraim's playthrough. 5 battles, 2 wins, 0 losses. Following the war, Dussel returned to Grado, where he was instrumental in its rebuilding. He spent his remaining years watching over Grado and sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor, which he is. Noel, Watcher of Darkness. 5 battles, 1 win, 0 losses. Noel returned to Grado, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Leon's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. I love Noel so much, and I wish he was a better unit because, like, I love to explore his supports, him as a character. He doesn't have a lot there, but he's so interesting and so cool. Cormag, Aloof Lanceman. 65 battles, 44 wins, 0 losses. Cormag returned to Grado to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army not as a knight, but as a common soldier. La Rochelle, Queen of Light! 25 battles, 20 wins, 0 losses. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Roustan theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective on life. She spent much of her rule visiting the neighboring countries. Interesting that she and Joshua don't have a paired ending. I really thought they did. We got them to A rank. Huh. Interesting. Dazla of the Steady Axe, literally never used. As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dazla's greatest joy in life. Renais, rich merchant, quote-unquote. 2 battles. La Rochelle summoned Renais back to Roustan, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Garrick, the Desert Tiger. 74 battles, 42 wins, an all-around solid dude. Garrick continued as a mercenary. Over the years, his reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. He just bailed. Screw this, I'm out of here. Tethys, beloved dancer. 7 battles. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Ah, here's a pairing. Excellent. Ewan, enthusiastic student, and Amelia, Rose of the War. 130 battles, 72 wins for Ewan. 222 battles and 123 wins for Amelia, MVP. After the war, Ewan and Amelia set out as promised on a trip around the world. Their deeds along the way made small legends in the regions they visited. In time, Amelia gave birth to a daughter, and they settled down. Adorable. I love it. Marissa, the Crimson Flash. 91 battles, 51 wins, 1 loss. Marissa became battalion leader for an elite mercenary force. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade. I wonder if she inherited Garrick's mercenaries when Garrick bailed, or if she started her own troop. That's kind of vague, huh? Sala, the Well of Wisdom. 20 battles, 15 wins. Sala returned to Caer Pelin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Manakete. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of the Stones came to visit his village. Good. Myr, the Great Dragon. 22 battles, 19 wins, 0 losses. After bidding her farewells to Ephraim, she returned to Darkling Woods. She lived a long and full life, served by the people of Caer Pelin, and comforted by the memories of her dear friends. Good. Good for her. Ephraim, Restoration King. 108 battles, 75 wins, 1 loss. Busy days awaited him upon his return to Renais. He oversaw the rebuilding, not only of his own country, but also of the entire continent of Magvel. His work was difficult, but his successes made him a legend. And there she is, the girl herself. Eirika, Restoration Queen. 137 battles, 75 wins, 1 loss. Eirika returned to Renais and began the reconstruction effort with her brother Ephraim. Seeing peace return to the lives of her people filled her with happiness. Her smile became a symbol of her people's joy. And guys, that's it. That is the end of Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. For the time being. Again, we'll do the Tower of Volney, we'll do Lagdal Ruins. I'll get that figured out for you all, but for the sake of the story, it's done. So thank you all so much for watching. I know I mentioned it earlier, but truly this game is super special to me, so I'm glad I was able to share it with even just a few of you. And I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, because I love this game. So I'm not going to sit here and get emotional, though. The episode must end. The show must go on. So thank you all so much for watching. I do very much appreciate it. If you know someone that you think would enjoy this series or any of my other series, if you could shoot them a link, that'd just be swell. Until the next time, though, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other. Bye now.